What up, YouTube? Elleix coming back at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. On the top right-hand side of the map, we have none other than MaxPax, our blue Protoss player, and on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have none other than our purple Zerg player, Lambo. Grab yourselves a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a glass of beer, whatever you like to drink, because we have one of my first ever pro games on this channel, and I am super excited to see what we are going to experience from both these players right now. It does look like MaxPax is going for the early scout. Looks like he's going to try and deny the expansion for Lambo right here, but Lambo not even bothering with that. He is just going to go for taking the third base location as his second base. So, not quite his natural, but we might as well consider this his natural. It is going to be his second expansion. MaxPax looks to be going for a standard 1 gate 2 Nexus opener on his side of things right here. So, a bit of a fast expansion for MaxPax as well. Not going to do any sort of cheese. This is very standard where PvZ is concerned. So no weirdness or cheese coming from either player right now. MaxPax doing some mineral harassment right here. It's not a huge deal, but it is pretty annoying to deal with. As you can see, it takes away some mining from a couple of these workers here for the Zerg player. If you take a close look here, when he does that, it interrupts mining for these drones. So it is really annoying. Some high-level harassment right here. This is not something you would see in any lower-level games. And most of the games I've cast on this channel are, I would say on average, from Platinum to Diamond. Typically, I do like to cast gold-level games too, and Bronze League Madness as well. But, man, and I am by no means a pro-level player, so this is going to be very, very cool to watch. And they will likely be doing things that I'm not capable of. Conceptually, I know what I should be doing, but I'm old, man. I'm 30, so I do not have the dexterity to play StarCraft fast, and it is so annoying when I know what I'm supposed to do, and I physically cannot do it. I'm an old man, dude. Next thing you know, I'm going to be in hospice. I'm going to be dying soon. It's not a good time, man. 30 years old, I wake up, I have back problems, dude. Like, straight up, when I wake up in the morning, I have to stretch. Otherwise, I'm going to be struggling the entire day. It's bad. It's real bad, man. But anyway, as we can see here, MaxPax going in with what is going to be an adept, psychs out those Zerglings, does get some good scouting here, sees that this is going to be a third base coming up for Lambo as well, notices that Lambo did take the third base location as his second base here. You can tell he really wants to get some kills here. There's a lot of Zerglings on the way. MaxPax, I do expect, will have very, very good micro here, but it looks like he may lose this adept. It's running for its life, does go down. Able to save one of the adepts here, but getting itself cornered by these Zerglings, I think it will go down as well. So MaxPax does lose 2 of those adepts early in the game, and in Grandmaster level games, that is not ideal. Each unit, especially in the early game, weighs heavily. Those units matter a lot, because as you can see now, we have what looks to be speedlings on the way to the Protoss base here. We do have the wall here with the Stalker. And maybe it's just because I'm not a pro level player at all, but I do have my comfort shield battery in my wall against Zerg players usually. This Overlord damaged. We did see briefly that the Stalker did try to damage this Overlord here and take it out, but Lambo able to hide it over this torch right here. It is roasting. We are going to have a cooked Overlord here in a little while. Taking a look, it does seem that this Oracle here managing to get 5 kills. 5 kills on the drones here. Taking a look at workers killed, it is 6 workers killed in total for the blue Protoss player. Zerg not managing to take out any probes just yet. We have another Oracle on the way. along with the Twilight Council. I wonder if this is going to be Blink Stalkers or DTs. We'll see soon enough here. We have the Zerglings in a great position to spot what the Protoss player is doing. And I said it in my last cast, but StarCraft, if you know what's happening on your opponent's side of things, you are in a very good position. It's why scouting is so important. It's why you see both players sort of poking each other the entire time. It's really easy to get put into a position or to get put into the mindset of thinking if you sit back and macro and push out with a large army, it can win you the game. But if you don't know what composition you're going up against, you might have an army that ends up becoming useless. So if you have the micro for it, if you can poke your opponent throughout the entire game and just see what they're up to, you're going to be in a very good spot because you know what sort of units you should be making to counter your opponent here. And it does look like, I think he's going to force the cancel on this hatchery. MaxPax doing a great job at doing some harassment himself here. And shading the adepts into the second base of the Zerg player, ultimately losing them though. Did manage to delay this fourth base here by Lambo for just a little bit. These 3 oracles being a major nuisance. We have another run by of speedlings, but this at this point, this is enough to deal with a handful of speedlings. Taking a look at the army supply, it is 25 army supply to 18 in favor of the Protoss player, but really nothing significant just yet. These oracles doing a great job flying around, spotting everything, and we see what is going to be. What is this? A 5th base for Lambo already, so Lambo going mad on these expansions here, but MaxPax going pretty ham as well. Looks like we see a 4th Nexus on the way, and we have a big push out here at the 7-minute mark. And taking a look at the workers killed, it's 9 workers killed, 2-0 in favor of the Protoss player. We do have +1 weapons on the way for Protoss. I'm really concerned that these Stalkers may have overextended themselves here just a little bit. They do have Blink, so he will be able to micro these out of the way. But this is a ton of Queens. This is a great force field, though. Able to prevent the Zerglings from coming in and getting the surround on these Stalkers right here. So MaxPax, it looks like he's still going to be going for a push. We see on the minimap more Stalkers on the way. This is going to be a Stalker-heavy composition here by the Protoss player. MaxPax. Man, there is a big difference in seeing these pro level games versus the platinum and diamond level games that I cast. If you are new to my channel, though, my goal is to cast games from the general ladder just because I feel like the general ladder does not get enough love, and it's cool to see the difference in strategies, I'll be honest, but this is just crazy to watch. The micro here is insane from both these players right here. I think MaxPax has his eye on the 4th base of this Zerg player, though. Wants to take it out, doesn't want Lambo to just snowball into some macro that MaxPax cannot keep up with. It does look like there was an attempt at a Baneling run by here for the Zerg player, but I think MaxPax shut that down pretty decently. And this push right here's lasted like 3 or 4 minutes at this point, I feel like. Maybe more like 3 minutes, but man, it feels like forever. We do have Lambo with the Hydralisks. They will add some range and DPS to this Zerg composition here, and we have the Zerglings coming in from behind to try and get some extra damage on these Stalkers, but these hero oracles surviving throughout this entire game, able to take out a lot of those Zerglings from the flank position of that engagement there. But I think at this point, this is going to be too much DPS. We have Queens, we have Hydralisks. The Queens are going to be able to heal a lot of these units here, and it does force MaxPax back just a little bit. We have a Warp Prism right here, though. We'll be able to reinforce this army pretty well. This is some non-stop action, ladies and gentlemen. This is wild. At this point, though, I think Stalker Zealot might not be the right combination to deal with Zergling Hydralisk, especially on creep. But I don't think MaxPax is trying to get a full engagement here. I think MaxPax ideally is just trying to take out the extra bases for the Zerg player to mitigate some of that macro that Lambo would be having. Almost taking out this hatchery here. Lambo doing a great job healing this hatchery, able to keep it alive. It was almost dead. On the minimap, though, we see more stalkers on the way. At this point, I really would like to see something other than stalkers. I feel like Colossi and Disruptors might be a good choice here, but again, I'm not the pro level player, so I am in no position to be questioning the choices of MaxPax, arguably one of the best Protoss players ever. And we do have a Disruptor here, though, and we also had the Stasis Field. So this is going to cut a little bit of the army for Lambo, at least temporarily. It will wear off in just a few seconds here, and these Zerglings are going to start doing more damage. But at this point, there's not too many Zerglings. MaxPax doing a great job at keeping these stalkers alive, man. Holy crap. A forward blink. Very, very savage move there by MaxPax, but he did have the majority of Lambo's army destroyed right there, and now we have a big reinforcement of Zealots as well. This Disruptor with 0 kills so far, but it's chilling at the rear of the Protoss army, will be able to get some good damage if Lambo's not careful. But Lambo, pro-level Zerg player, did see that Disruptor and was able to run away, but ultimately throwing out the GG, giving MaxPax our win. What a wild game, ladies and gentlemen. That was so sick. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, I will leave my email in the description below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.